kitchen. My name is Ann, and I'm going to show you a best vegan cheddar cheese recipe. And I just got this off of the Shane and Simple website. You can too, you can print it off. And I'm going to put it together for the first time and see where this goes. There's multiple things that I'm going to use this for. I'm going to use it for burgers. We're going to make some cauliflower burgers later on today. And then I'm also going to make some pizza for tomorrow for football. And let's get started. All right, so the thing I like about this recipe is what I'm hoping that it will do is that it is going to be in between a liquid and a solid, meaning that I can manipulate it, put it on things, blop it on things. It will have that nice cheesy flavor, and it's all healthy for you. So that's the best part. So what you have here in the recipe, I've got 1 cup of raw cashews. I'm going to cut up this carrot and then we're going to cook it just to make it soft along with the cashews. And then we've got 1/4 of a cup of nutritional yeast, 1/4 of a cup of tapioca starch, which is the same as tapioca flour. We've got smoked paprika, which gives it a little hot flavor to regular paprika. We like things a little spicy around here. But you could use probably regular paprika if you like, but cheese should have a little zing to it, at least in my world here. And then Dijon mustard, so we're going to get 1 teaspoon of that. 1 cup of low sodium vegetable broth, which I've got in a pot behind me. I make my own vegetable broth, and I'm going to, it's finished cooking, and then I'm going to strain that, and then I'll have some vegetable broth. And then 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice and salt to taste as you like. So what I'm going to do is cut up my carrot, and it says a medium carrot, so I'm just going to chop that up. This looks like about the size of a medium carrot, not big, not small. So I'm just going to, and I've already washed it. I'm leaving the skin on it because the nutrients are in the skin. High density nutrients in the skin. Of course, there are some in the other parts of it as well. I'm going to put that right into a pot with some water with the cashews. And I like to set timers because I forget about things. So I'm just going to set that timer for maybe about 5 minutes and press start. Doesn't that look good? It's a great color. The only other thing I put in with my scraps in my water is bay leaves. So, and that just gets strains right out. There you go. So the other thing we're going to do, let me just kind of read this off. As the carrots and the cashews are boiling, the reason they're boiling is to get soft because we're going to put them all in a blender. It says that you can use a food processor, but a food processor will leave some chunks in there. It won't be as smooth and creamy. And so that's why I like high-speed blender. The carrots and the cashews, put that in the blender along with these other things. So let's see how the carrots are doing. Nope, not quite yet, so we'll just come back to that. Okay, so I tested the carrots. They're nice and soft. I test them just with a knife, and you know, just goes right through there. Lickety split, nice and soft, but not mushy. I guess that would be okay because we are going to blend it anyway. And then I also have my cashews boiled a little bit. And I just did it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes was plenty of time. And during that time, I finished my vegetable broth, and I showed you that. And I put the rest, you can see, look at, like in 15 minutes, I made, you know, a 1/2 gallon plus another quart. So what is that, 3 quarts? If I did the math right. All right, so now let's put all these things in there. So let's just go down the list. It says 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast, you guys, this is where you're going to get the creaminess and the cheesy flavor. And I just love it. I was real new to this, the whole nutritional yeast thing. I was like, okay, I've used yeast for making muffins and breads and stuff like that. So what is this? So this is not that kind of yeast. This is just yummy and created just to kind of get used, I guess, is this. It's, you know, it's a yeast. It's an animal, right? It's in the animal kingdom. But it's also in the plant-based kingdom too. So a little bit of both, I guess, come to think of it. All right, 1/4 cup of tapioca starch. So I've got the nutritional yeast, 1/4 cup of that, tapioca starch, and then we've got 1 teaspoon. We've got 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. So there they are. You can see the garlic powder. I'm just going to put those right in there. And then I just used, and then Dijon mustard. It just spit at me a little bit. All right, got some feisty mustard here. So let's put that in there. This is 1 tablespoon. There you go. About a tablespoon. A little bit more because it's over the top. I'm not real particular about amounts. Get the general idea, and then you'll discover on your own that, gosh, if I want it more liquid, I add more broth. If I want it more gooey, then I add less water. But it's the tapioca starch that's going to make that gooiness in this. All right. Then I have lemon juice. That's going to give it that zing. Lemon juice. And the vegetable broth. And it says a cup, so actually this is a little more than a cup, so I'm going to leave a little bit more in there. And I think I have all the ingredients. All right, in there. Move that away. Here's a little scrap of the carrot that I was chopping up. So this is what I save now, and that will go in the freezer, in a freezer bag. And when the bag's all full, I can make some more vegetable broth. All right, so back to the sauce. There you go. All right, it's gonna be loud. I'm gonna turn it on. Take a peek. Oh, wow. Creamy. Oh, I wish you could see that. I don't know. Can you without me tipping it over this time? Yeah, look at that creaminess. Oh, yeah. Oh, taste. Smells so good. I don't know how it tastes yet, but I'm sure it's going to taste great. The next step is to put this in a pan, because this is a different step for me now. For making cheddar cheese. I've got a recipe for mozzarella cheese that uses the tapioca starch, and then you cook it, and then as it cooks, it thickens. Get all of that goodness out of there. Oh man, I could use this on nachos. Quesadillas, sweet potato quesadillas with a little bit of this. Oh, yummy. Love it. All right. So now we're going to put this on the stove want to watch it. So I'm gonna kind of bring you over, kind of see it. So we've got the cheese, and I've put it on probably like a medium high, and now we're gonna whisk. Right? It says to do it, then why not? And it looks like it's already thickening. My oven is my stovetop, I'm gonna turn it down to more, instead of a medium high, I'm gonna turn it just to medium. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, this doesn't take long at all. Oh yeah, see, it's actually thickening. Oh yeah. So Velveeta cheese is kind of this way, but this is even getting to like Velveeta mozzarella kind of. Oh yeah, I think that's done. Gosh, that didn't take long at all. The more you cook it though, the more it'll thicken. I don't know if you can see. See, it's got some resiliency that doesn't, so it's got, oh yeah. I gotta taste it, right? What do I taste it with? Okay, I'm gonna taste it. I've got some other stuff I'm gonna do with it, but here we go. See, here you go. Oh, I forgot the salt. I think it could definitely use some salt. Just a little bit though. So I'm going salt-free. You know, I'm not gonna use salt. It does say salt to taste, but salt is so harmful for your body. Food already has salt in it. You know, they always have some of that. So there you go. All right, so we've made, here it is. I'll show you a top picture of that, if you can see it. Here. So thanks, hope you enjoyed that. And I'm gonna do another video and make some pizza and burgers. All right, take care guys, bye.